Welcome to Secrets to Alignment with Savannah Schaefer. I am here to equip you with the belief and energy to make your dreams a reality. Take this time to fill your cup and align with the most vibrant version of you.
Hello, and welcome back to Secrets to Alignment with your host, Savannah Schaefer. I am just feeling a little bit under the weather today, so please ignore my appearance and my sound. I really wanted to get this episode up, though. I didn't care how I was feeling because I am talking on a topic that I love chatting about, and I had one of my followers, her name is Stephanie, request this video, this podcast, and I was so down to do it. I love being a consistency queen. I feel like everyone who follows me points this out. They are always recognizing just how consistent and how disciplined that I am. And I just want to give you guys all of the tips, the tricks, and just the reasons and the way that I have become such a disciplined person. I have kind of noticed this about myself ever since I was like a kid. I've always been the first person to turn in any assignments. I always finished my homework literally as soon as it hit my desk. Like, I just love to be constantly in momentum, getting things done ASAP, because I feel good when I am progressing, period blank. Okay. So one of the quotes that I heard this week was that your thoughts influence your feelings influence your actions, and your actions influence your results. And I heard someone quote that from a book, and I wish that I knew the book so that I could give it to you guys, but I don't. I just heard it on a YouTube video, and I was like, wow, that sticks right there, because it's really it's how I live my life, to be honest. This is the main reason why I prioritize actually connecting with my thoughts on a daily basis. The reason that I journal every single morning and I am super consistent with it is because I want to make that space for me to connect with what the thoughts are going through my head so that I feel good, so that I take action and I get the results that I want. The reason that I continuously stay accomplishing things and I'm always going after new projects and new ideas is because it makes me feel good. It makes me feel good just accomplishing tasks. It could be as simple as doing the dishes or getting my laundry done or building a full website. My mind is going all the time. I am always thinking of the next thing that I have to do or the next project that I'm launching or what I have going on. And if I am able to create a way for me to just take things off of my plate, take them off of my mind, I will do that. And so for me, I like to get things done as soon as they need to get done. So every single time that I'm doing the dishes, as soon as I put a dish into the sink, the reason that I'm doing that is because it allows me to save myself time in the future. A lot of times I am doing actions to take care of my future self. So I am showing up in this moment so that I do not have to stress myself out by thinking of that action or that task that I need to complete for the next 3 days, the next 2 days. I love just getting after it and just completing whatever that I need to so that it doesn't have to take up mental capacity, because my mental capacity is very precious. I have so much going on and I need to make sure that if I want to continue to progress, I've got to stay on top of things. I don't like my laundry to be stacked up high so that I have to spend 3 hours on Sunday doing it. I want to just continuously be getting things done little by little so that I'm not stressed out in the long run. It truly makes me feel good. And I think that by now you guys realize that, like, I do a lot of things for myself just to feel good. I journal every single morning just to feel good. I meditate every single morning just to feel good. I check in with myself. I spend time with my man. I spend time with my daughter. I talk to my parents. I talk to my friends. I am always just doing things out of a state of wanting to feel good. I prioritize feeling good over literally everything. And if you want to see what your priorities actually are, go look at your calendar. what do you have in your calendar? What are you actually making time for? Because if you're making time for the things that make you feel good, then you're going to constantly be feeling good. If you're making time for things that are just doing tasks and actions for a bunch of other people, you're not going to feel good. Your cup will not be full. It's going to be depleted, and it's going to be just filled with a bunch of responsibilities that actually aren't helping you in a mental or emotional or even a physical way a lot of times. Staying on track is so much easier than stopping and starting. If you are someone who finds yourself always getting motivated and then all of a sudden you're unmotivated, you don't want to do anything, and then you stop taking action, and then you find it really hard to start and get back into the swing of things, trust me, I hear this all the time. And the easiest solution to this is just stop stopping and starting. Like, just show up for yourself. That's it. It's so simple, yet so many people overcomplicate it, and they allow their emotions, they allow their stress, they allow their day-to-day drama to get in the way of doing the things that actually make them feel good. If you're falling off when you're stressed out, this is when you're supposed to be doubling down on your habits. This is when you're supposed to be filling your cup extra because you need it. Instead of just allowing all of your personal goals to go to the side, don't do that. Respect yourself enough to show up regardless of how you feel. Maybe you're not showing up just because you're not actually committed to your goals. I think that a lot of times people say that they really, really want things and they're not willing to put in the action behind it. And I just don't understand why you don't stick to the promises that you make to yourself. Like, this is where you have to take control of your life. And if you truly want to see results from what you are working on, let's say that you're trying to lose weight, but you won't stay committed to going to the gym, you're not going to ever get there. Like, I'm just being honest with you. I'm being as real as I can. You have to stay committed regardless of how you feel. You have to show up. And when your thoughts are good and you're connected with what's going on in your brain, then you're actually going to feel better. And that's going to allow you to want to go to the gym. It's going to make you take action to actually get into the gym and make sure that you're staying consistent. If you truly wanted it, you would be showing up regardless. Maybe for you, it's like a lack of accountability, okay? If you just don't have the accountability and you need that, find a friend that'll hold you accountable, set reminders in your phone at specific times that will hold you accountable, or get a coach or a mentor. A lot of times we're not actually getting after our goals because we don't believe that we're worthy of actually having the end result. Let's say you're not taking action in your business. You know that you should be posting on social media in a specific way. You know you should be sharing your face to camera, but you won't do it and you keep avoiding it. You keep allowing yourself to prioritize other things on top of prioritizing what's actually going to move the needle. This is going to hold you back. And the reason that you're doing that is because you don't believe that you're actually worthy of success. You don't believe that you're worthy of being in a place that people look up to you or whatever it might be. But at the end of the day, you got to respect yourself enough to show up. Like, respect and value who you are, respect the future version of yourself, show up for the future version of yourself. When I'm in the gym and I do not feel like pushing myself, I look in the mirror and I check myself out and I say, all right, I'm not showing up for this version of me. I'm showing up for the version of me. I'm showing up for the version of me that has a nice booty, a flat stomach, some toned arms, and that is who I am showing up for. Maybe it's not the version of you that's looking back at you in the mirror right now, but you want to show up for the future version of yourself that is the highest and best version of you. Now, a lot of times we're really just focused on the end result in an unhealthy way. So the way that I just now mentioned, that's a great way to be focused on your end result because it's making you motivated and taking action. A lot of times though, we're focused on the end result without even wanting to put in the action, without even wanting to go through the journey or the process that it's going to take to get us to the place that we want to go. You're so in love with the results, but you're not in love with the journey that's going to get you there. You have to commit to the good days and the bad days. It's not always going to be easy, and you have to understand that and be okay with that and still show up regardless. This is just you holding yourself accountable. This is just you deciding, I want to be in a different place, so I am going to put my all into showing up for myself. I feel like I'm really, really passionate about this, but honestly, like, I don't want to be yelling at you, but I just really want you to make a change. Like, truly, if you want to actually become a different version of yourself, it's gonna take you moving differently. And if it takes me calling you out on that, then sorry, but not sorry. For me personally, like, I don't always want to go to the gym. I don't always want to sit down and make myself a full meal that's going to take an hour to prepare and 30 minutes to cook. But I do that because I am doing it for the future version of myself that wants to feel good. I want to feel good by eating at home. I don't want to go to McDonald's and pick up a cheeseburger because that's not going to make me feel good. I'm thinking of my future self constantly. I am always thinking like 2 steps ahead. And because I do that, it always is allowing me to just stay progressing, to stay moving forward, to stay showing up and becoming a better version of myself every single day. Something that you want to avoid now is setting unrealistic expectations. So do not expect yourself to go from 0 to 100 within a day. You don't need to be doing that. You can just set up really small goals and just start with a little bit every single day. Just start adding little things to your plate. Just start adding little habits that you know will make you feel good. And all of a sudden, they're going to become like the back of your hand. You're not even going to have to think about it. It's just going to be something that you do. You want these things to become habits, and habits do not become habits overnight. Habits become habits over like 60 or 90 days or something. So yes, the first 60 to 90 days, it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard to get up at 5 a.m. and go prioritize your morning routine, for sure. It's going to be. But when you start to do that over and over and over again, you're going to start tricking your circadian rhythm, and you're going to start changing the actual cells in your body to allow you to start showing up for yourself in a way that you never have before. You have to start learning how to prioritize what's actually important. Ask yourself, like, what on your plate is important for you to accomplish right now? What is important for you to prioritize in your life? What is important for you to make time for at this point in your life right now? For me, my top 3 is going to be my mental state, my family, and my work life. Those are the things that I am always making sure to show up for every single day, because I want to see progression. I want to see progression in the way that I'm learning, the way that I'm growing. I want to see progression in my relationship, in my daughter, in my family life. And I want to see progression, of course, in my work life and in my career, because I freaking love what I do so much that I want to experience expansion. Of course, I want to experience expansion in every single part of my life. And honestly, that's what keeps me motivated. Like, I stay motivated because I want to help so many people in this world that if I don't take action every single day, I'm just helping less people. I'm just showing up for less people, and that is unacceptable for me. I am here to impact millions of human beings. And if I can't decide to show up for myself every single day, then I am missing out on people every single day that I could be actually making smile or making an impact in their lives in some way, shape, or form. So by you not prioritizing yourself, your goals, your habits, your routines, you are really just affecting not only yourself, but the people around you, the people who deserve a version of you that is at your absolute best and not a depleted version of you. A lot of us get extra distracted by social media, calling our friends, or just doing things that aren't actually moving the needle. And this is where you've got to eliminate all the distractions. If you want to prioritize going to the gym over scrolling on Instagram, stop going on Instagram. Like, it's that simple. It's really just a choice. Every single time that you open up that app, every single time that you get on TikTok and you lose an hour of your life, you are choosing that. And you could just choose not to do that. You could just choose not to open the app before you do your morning routine. You could just choose not to answer your friend's FaceTime before you get in the time that you need to fill your cup. And maybe somebody might think this is selfish, but it's actually the best thing that you can be doing for every single person around you, because again, then your cup is filled. Then you're actually able to be present. I was just now FaceTiming one of my friends just last week, and I told her, hey, I'm going to call you as soon as I'm out of the sauna. And after I got out of the sauna, I realized that I had really no energy left to give. I really needed to just take time and space for myself. And so I texted her and just let her know that. I said, hey, I want to give you my all. I want to give you all of my attention and my energy, but right now, I just barely have enough energy for my freaking self. It's been a really long day. Aria has been crazy, and I just need 2 hours just to myself, and I will call you tomorrow. I promise, what time works for you. She respects that I'm not going to show up in our phone call without being fully present. It's okay to put yourself first, that you can show up for others in the best capacity possible. Okay, I think I'm going to leave it right there. I probably can get into so much more in this episode, but I want to leave it open for you guys to ask questions and DM me if you have more things that you want me to dive into, because I love this topic and I feel like I'm a naturally disciplined and consistent person. So I want to give you guys all the tips and tricks possible. All I gotta say is just show up for yourself. You will feel so much better. You're gonna be taking so much stronger actions, and you are gonna be getting the best results that you have ever experienced because you are putting yourself first. And I love that for you. This is going to allow you to be the most aligned version of you. Respect yourself enough to show up every single day, and you will thank yourself over and over and over again. If you guys have any questions, any comments, please DM me on Instagram. I am always here to support you. I love hearing your guys' takeaways. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe and leave a review. The reviews help me so much. It gets my show out there to more people. I appreciate your guys' ratings more than you freaking know, so thank you. I appreciate you guys listening to me. Out of all of the people that are trying to have their voices heard, thank you for pressing play today, and I will see you next Monday.